the record. Thank you. Thanks so much. So I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Xavier? Is that how you say it?
Jimena.
Say it one more time.
Jimena.
Oh, Kaylin, can you translate that for me?
Jimena.
Imena. Imena was our $100 winner in the Hug and Win check-in, and she made all of her targets for the summer reading. So she also got $30. So she, for playing Hug and Win last month, won $130. So congratulations again. I'm so excited for you and for everything that you're doing. It's very, very impressive. And so when you start school, you're going to be ahead of the game. So thank you so much. Yeah. And could you just, oh, Herb, go ahead.
Well, I tutored a Jimena. I wonder if it's the same Jimena from Nichols.
She's from Mort.
Oh, okay. Well, I had a very, very neat Jimena here in Kentucky.
That's so great.
Yeah.
So you have a popular name. That's really wonderful. Can you tell me, Jimena, what you like about the Hug reading program? What do you like about it?
I like reading the books from it and learning a lot about it.
That's great. That's so great. Well, thank you so much. So everyone, I'm so thankful that you're sharing your time with us. The format of our Zoom call will be that we'll just, gradually letting people in as they come to visit us. We hope that there's many more that come in, and we'll go through our newsletter like in about 2 or 3 minutes while everyone still comes in. We'll go through our newsletter really quick. And if you want to get the newsletter and you haven't received it yet, please put your email in the chat and we'll be sure that you get it. The reason why it's so important to receive that newsletter is you can pass it on to your friends. Kaylin designs our newsletter, and there is, I'm going to say 10,000 links, but maybe really 5 to 7 links, but it takes you directly to the right place that you need to go to sign up to be a tutor, or takes you to the right place to sign up for Hug and Win. It has a lot of good links. So it's an easy access method to get to where you need to be for Hug. So if you want the newsletter, just put your name or your email in the chat and you'll get that newsletter. So we'll go through the newsletter. We'll have tutor tips, like what to do, when to do it. And then we'll open up the mic and have Q&A. Feel free to raise your hand and ask any questions anytime. The mic is kind of always open, but at the end, for sure, it's definitely wide open because we want to recruit as many people as we can. Because the more people we recruit, the more kids we help. And we know that our model works well because we have metrics. So on with the show, we usually like to, this is a new thing. We're starting something new by opening it up with a joke. And so I put on my hat and I put on my sunglasses, and you can ask your child if they have sunglasses or if they want to wear sunglasses, but I'm particularly going to wear sunglasses because the teacher had to come into the room with sunglasses on because her classroom was filled with bright students. So I'm just showing you this engagement portion that you can do for your students. So you could wear your Hug hat. You could have a Hug, I can't see my Hug mug. You can have a Hug mug. You can put your Hug logo on your head like Herb, but there's lots of things to do to engage your students. And so every time that we have open house, we'll say a funny joke that you could use for your student to help them engage in. So, in the middle of the whole session, you can say, oh my gosh, you're so bright. I got to put on my sunglasses, because they're doing such a good job. So those messages of encouragement really propel the kid in sort of a safety mechanism and bonding to make more mistakes, to say, I want to learn more. So the funnier you are, or the more engaging you are, the more your students are going to learn. So there you go. Okay, now that we have a few more people chiming in, I'll probably wear the sunglasses one more time. But anyway, let's start the show and we'll show you the newsletter, and I'll just run down the newsletter right now. Kaylin, you do a great job on this. Thank you so much. So back to school sessions are starting. School's opening now. The open house was changed a little bit because our text message system has a little glitching situations going on. So that's why we're meeting now. But Hug and Win is still happening. So if you know some children that want to play Hug and Win, we will send them a digital code to have access to reading eggs. Once they have that access to reading eggs, if they make their targets in that month, they could come on to the Hug and Win Wheel of Fortune and win $100. They also get $30 of Kroger card or Publix card. So we send these out to both of our states that we service Hug in. So please join if you send this newsletter out to anyone that wants to play Hug and Win, and right there's the link. There's opportunities for training. We have them routinely. Ruth, our Hug trainer, is here, and she is always available to train. If she's not available to train, I'm available. Kaylin's available. Emmanuel's available. There are no issues with getting someone to help you get trained up. So it's easy, it's simple. It takes about 1 hour for training. And if you don't feel comfortable within an hour, you can take as many trainings as you want to until you feel comfortable to be a tutor, because we want you to be the best tutor that you can be. So partnership highlights and Hug resources are down below. And keep on scrolling for me. Thank you. Sometimes I can't scroll and talk at the same time. So thanks, Kaylin. We had a great event at the public library, the Northeast Public Library. And we got a lot of great feedback from the tutors that visited us there. We also had a great event, a DI event for Humana with Humana. We had so many people spin the Hug wheel and win prizes. We had 7 pages of names. We have inputted about 130 of those names, people's cell phone numbers, but we're missing a couple of parts of information. So we're going to go back into Humana's directory and see if we can find those people, because we want to offer them every opportunity to help lift literacy with an easy, simple program. Jennifer did a great job at running that table. It was a huge, huge event, and we're so, so thankful for so many people that signed up. Again, trainings are every Tuesday at 11 and Thursday at 1, but if that doesn't fit your time schedule, we can adapt and we can train you whenever you're available, because it's crucial that we really change the national rates of reading. Open house is every first Wednesday of the month. It's just different this month. Okay, keep going. You're doing great. These are recruiting flyers or digital flyers. There's QR codes on there so that you can scan them and sign up. You can copy and paste this into a personal email. So again, if you want the newsletter, it has lots of information in it that you could use as a tool for recruiting. You can copy paste these and send these to your friends. Keep moving down, please. Okay, great. Look, we know that we improve reading scores nationally. We also collect 6 different metrics every single session. So we know how you feel after the session. We know how the kids feel after the session. We know how many words they learn per session. So it's really simple and easy, promote social development, vocabulary development, and of course the scores show our improvement. So easy, simple, fun. These are our Hug sessions that are available right now. I hope we recruited a few more, but last time I looked, last week, we are able to service 130 kids. They're committed for this season. We have more kids that want to sign up, but we only have 40 committed tutors. 40 trained committed tutors. And so we are in a heavy recruiting process to say, we have kids that are waiting for adults to help them. It's just 1 hour a week. If by chance you can't seem to work out 1 hour a week, get a buddy, tag team a student. So every other week, or get 4 buddies, and then it's only once a week. The kids are thrilled to death to meet new people on Zoom. So it's not a deterrent, it's actually an asset if you have a buddy. So bring a buddy to Hug. Hug is better with other people. So these are opportunities, and I hope one of those timeline catches you. And yeah, keep going, yeah. open house. You'll continue to get text messages to say when our open houses are. And you'll also continue to get tutor tips. Yep, that's all good. Summer Hug and Win, those are our flyers. Again, you can take these out, copy paste them. Maria, our Spanish interpreter, can, she does all of our flyers in Spanish as well as English, and you can send these out to your friends. So it's just a copy paste from our newsletter and share them with friends. So celebrate National Literacy Day. We're having a sip and shop. I got a little bit of, oh, thanks for fixing it. So I got a little overzealous. I thought we could do many sip and shops, but right now it's actually September the 8th. Veronica Beard is a huge supporter. And so we're having sip and shops in Palm Beach, DC, New York, Boston, who am I forgetting? Nashville. So if you go to Veronica Beard in your city, if I mention your city, all the proceeds that you buy from Veronica Beards, not all of them, 20% go to help us grow. And we're going to market that a little bit more. We have a few more other stores that are helping us with our sip and shop to lift literacy on September the 8th, which is International Literacy Day. It's also Compassionate Week. And so you'll be getting some more flyers out about Compassion Week. Wouldn't it be amazing if we could really stimulate and bring on many more volunteers to lift literacy in National Compassion Week and National Literacy Day? So you'll see some more marketing flyers coming about soon with this. Partnerships, the Joy Bird Book Club store in Orlando is giving out free books. And so if you live by there, please feel free to come by that store and get a free book up to a $10 value. We are also trying to partner with LG&E to give power hugs. That's still in the works. And I thought that maybe we could get this ready to go by August, but we're not there yet. Because I was thinking if we elevate literacy, we can help the play, learn and earn model and give power hugs, whether it's AC power or whether it's heat power, but just really reducing the stress on the families and really elevating literacy by giving credits, whether it's public gift cards, Kroger gift cards, or perhaps some LG&E credits, but more of that coming soon, which is still a work in progress. We did show you the fall schedule. All those training links are still in there. This is another flyer that you can copy and paste. It's really easy, seamless system. If you go up and sign up for training, Ruth will take care of you. We can absolutely help you with the time schedule. So we will commit to whatever time you have available to train. Oh my gosh, we have all these new people to the team. I'm so fortunate that so many new smart team members are joining us. So Manuel, he has joined us and he's our donor relations specialist. He's helping us with different grants. We just received a grant from Dollar General. So thanks Dollar General, they're our newest partner. Veronica Beard's one of our partners. Manuel's working on Lowe's grants, so maybe Lowe's will become our partner soon. Christine Camdale, I'm so bad at names, I apologize. She is helping with our social media department. She's doing great. Matthew Humphrey, he is one of our data specialists. He is really great in the fact that he does play some gaming situations and he actually wins money for that. So his ability to absorb digital intention is really high. So we're happy to have him. We're happy to have all of our new people. We're also partnered with AmeriCorps, which isn't on here, but we just received a new AmeriCorps Vista. His name's Carson. And then we have two more in the wings that are coming on, Camille and Jermaine, that are coming on board. So our staff, our HUG office is really growing. And we're so, so excited to have the help because we really want to increase our footprint pretty far and wide. We're actually going to try to launch a new H.U.G hub in Boston with LaSalle University. So that's in the works right now. And we're super excited about partnering with them because they are an age-friendly college. And so they actually have seniors living on campus. And the college students will help them in the digital format, but then we'll utilize the seniors' wisdom to help entice the elementary school students too. So it's a three-prong approach. It's an intergenerational elevation of lifting literacy with the elementary school kids. So that's our H.U.G news. Tutor tips. This is an older one, but we'll do it again. That OIOY is something that our kids should look at. And so what we're finding, and this is not just a H.U.G finding, but this is just general overall. And we all have seen this in the newspaper that phonics is really the crux of learning how to read. And we do find that some of our H.U.G kids do not necessarily know their vowels or how the vowels are paired or what actions those vowel pairings take. And so you'll get these H.U.G messages via text to share what's the difference between OI and OY. And so, for example, use OI at the beginning or middle of the word, or use OY at the end of the word. The best mechanism that we've seen in educating our students is playing rhyming games. So all of the rhyming games that you could use for OY. So toy, story, like all of those words, not story, all of the words that end in OY rhyming that you could do. Right now I'm having a mental block. I can only think of toy. Who else knows the OY word? Anyone else? Throw one out there.
So toy,
Boy.
boy,
Yeah.
toy,
Joy.
boy, joy,
Yay.
even nonsense words sometimes, so that they're just hearing those.
Yeah. Hearing that
Be
sound.
fun. If you
Yeah,
think of,
thank you. Thanks, Ruth. I so appreciate that. Thank you. I got stuck there. And you know, everyone gets stuck every once in a while. So thank you for your help. And that's the intention of when you see these tutor tips, is really help your child find those vowel combinations and share those thoughts with them so that when they're decoding the words, they already know, oh, I have this sound. I know what it sounds like. I know that OY sounds like this, and these are my rhyming games words with them. Every week, Maria has designed different text message graphics so that you guys can get those. So they're available to you. Okay, moving on. And that's it. That's great. That is great. So now we can just open up the conversation. I also have a deck for you. So I'll open up the conversation now and ask questions, but there's also a recruiting deck. So if you have questions or thoughts or want to know more, I'll share that with the people that want to stay on a little longer. I just want to honor your time and make sure that we use your time well. So if you have a question, just raise your hand and we'll go ahead and answer your questions. Go ahead, Jennifer.
So, I got the link for the program you guys are using and everything, and there's a pre-test on there that I assume she has to take before she gets her tutor. My child is, I don't know, she has a lot of anxiety and she just starts crying. And even not with the computer, like if we try to sit down with the book with her, she just starts crying. She does it at school too. And they have a special teacher that takes her out of the classroom when she starts crying. Or the other kids sometimes will ask a teacher, can I comfort Annabelle, that sort of thing. So I guess my question is, like, if she won't take this pretest, is she not a good candidate for this program?
I want to alleviate all anxiety. And so there's I take a lot of content from a lot of people. And so neuroscience says you have three mechanisms. You have fight, flight, or frozen. Like I was just frozen a minute ago. You know, I couldn't think what those words would be. So for your daughter, she doesn't have to take the assessment test. Perhaps she just starts building a relationship with a tutor and she doesn't even have to read initially. We want to take all that anxiety away from her, get that bonding happening with her tutor to where she feels more comfortable. And then maybe she takes the test or maybe she doesn't. We're here to help grow literacy. And so whatever barriers there are, we want to delay them, reduce them so that they feel comfortable. Because ultimately, the learn one, do one, teach one is the method that we really go with. And so if we don't build that trust, then we don't learn fast. So we want everyone to learn faster, better. And the fastest way to build trust is through collaboration and reducing those anxieties. So sign her up, bring her in. We can, she doesn't have to take the test. And if by chance you have the opportunity to say the test is really, really easy and fun, it's not a written test, it's a game test. On Reading Eggs, it's a game test. And you just click on some things. The adaptive test, if you get 3 consecutive wrong answers, it will put you into a different category. So as soon as you get 3 wrong, you're done with the test. You're in sort of the 100 sight words. So please, 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 just, we want to help her. We are not professionals. I'm really glad that the school offers her some professional help because we want her to actually get that professional help. But of course, we want to reduce her anxiety and let her play and let her in and just build that bridge for her.
Hey, when we looked at the pretest, there was it was like a paragraph that she had to read, and it was the test, the one that says if you miss 3, then the test stops or whatever. But she can't read that paragraph.
Yeah, I don't suspect she could. You might have logged into the wrong section. So let us help you. Let us give you some guidance and we'll go on Zoom with you so that she's in the right spot because we want to help her. It's very difficult to be in that position. And that shame produces so much anxiety. So let's take that all away. And Herb, I see your hand up.
Yeah, we had a similar situation this summer. We tutored down at the community center in downtown Louisville. And Vicky had a student that really was very anxious and there. And when it was all said, Vicky worked very close with her and her student, became very part of the program. And it really was very much a success thing. So I've been tutoring for, this will be the 7th year, and had students of all different degrees. And I was a fellow that quit kindergarten and then was cutting Monday in the 1st grade. So I didn't really like school. I had a good dog. Why should I go to school when I had a good dog a week ago? So anyway, I'm very happy that I found this program because I think it really does. I know it helps kids, and that's what we're at. That's what we're all about.
Thanks, Herb. That's wonderful. Thanks for that. So what I'd like you to do, Jennifer, is Ruth, can you put your training email in there and maybe you can connect with Jennifer and just talk her through the best way to get to Reading Eggs and offer her some really great suggestions how to reduce some of that anxiety too. And so Ruth and you, Jennifer, can pair up and walk you through some steps to help. And we hope we see you again, and we hope that you're one of our success stories. And thank you for sharing. That was really hard to say. We need a lot of help. So, but we are here to help grow everyone, whether it's our seniors or elementary school students or college students. We're here to help grow people, and the opening up to saying I need help is the biggest risk. So thanks for that. That's really great. Any other questions? Any other thoughts? Sure, go ahead, Lynn.
Do you all have a start date, or will it be different depending on which location we sign up for?
That's a really, really good question. So I'm going to be honest here. We want to start every school September 11th, but it really depends on the parent consent forms. And so as long as all the parent consent forms are turned in at that location, it's a thumbs up. There's a lot of residual that happens and some of the parents send them in, some of them don't. We really need to have that parent release form in order to help the kids get their data analytics and then to share their success stories. So the answer is it kind of depends on that location and if they turned in all their parent consent forms. To just broaden that a little bit, it will be the next week, like it won't go past the end of September. So we can be sure that all of them will start before the end of September is my hope.
Hi, I have a quick question.
Sure.
So is this program open to all first, second, and third graders, or is it just the schools that H.U.G is affiliated with?
Good question. I would love it to be in many, many schools. I would love to help 10,000 kids. That's the intent of where we want to go. Right now, it's easiest to be in the H.U.G affiliate schools. And the only reason why that is because it's a safe environment. They have the technology, they have the Wi-Fi, they have the facility as well as a person on site to help the kids get online. If by chance we have a few children that reach out to us to say, I want to participate, but I'm not in your school. They can always jump into a H.U.G session that's already pre-programmed. So all of those opportunities, if by chance they want to come into those opportunities, they could. It just depends on, if they're already in school or if they're homeschool, if they can attend that particular session that's available to them. So if one of those, like we do H.U.G, I think we even do H.U.G on Monday now, H.U.G through Monday through Thursday. And one of those sessions works for them, great. They could just, we could get them invited into one of those sessions.
Okay. I think now that you said that, I think I now remember or recall, she may have described that the sessions actually happen during the day, like during school hours. Yeah. Okay. When you said that, it prompted my memory. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, but I would like to offer that we are circling back around to the Boys and Girls Club and after school programs. If it's a very good, stable environment, we would love to help those kids. In the past, during COVID, it hadn't been as stable as we like. And what had happened is that we'd line up 20 adults to serve the kids, and then the kids went on a field trip.
Yeah.
And so we have to protect everyone's time. So that's why right now it's the affiliate schools, but we'll work on maybe an after school. We have Mort Elementary as an after school program right now. So there's flexibility coming to the schedule soon.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Other questions? Oh, John, go ahead. Oops. We can't hear you, John. You're on mute.
Okay, can I sign up for the class of how to use technology? The complex stuff like the mute button. Sorry. Wheatley Elementary, is it still Wheatley? I thought they were moving to a new building this year, but I just was online and it looks like they're still in their present location.
Beth,
You know?
go ahead.
Yes, no.
They're definitely still doing their session. I think the physical location of it is still a bit to be determined, but she's gonna let me know as soon as something is finalized. But they're definitely still doing their H.U.G.
At Wheatley?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've moved. They're starting this year at a new building that was built adjacent to and connected to the YMCA at 18th and I forget the name, it's across the street.
I mean,
And the old Wheatley location is now being used as a middle school.
Mm.
Okay, I didn't
So
see
if
anything
we can
online
still, it's
about
not
that.
called Wheatley. I think it's called the John. No, it's
the
not John.
Hudson School.
HUD's, yeah, it's named after the first,
Oh, no, you're right. It's called Perry.
yes, Perry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Perry is his last name. So that's the school that we would be at. that was formerly Wheatley, and they've combined with one or two other schools. And we're talking to them.
Great, thanks for that. Any other questions?
Are we in Pleasant Grove?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay.
we can give you the newsletter, Herb, if you want.
I signed up for it.
Great, that is great. I'm going to roll over to the recruiting deck so that you guys can see that, share that. And if you put your name, your email and your name in the chat, we'll send you that recruiting deck so you can share it with other people. So all the people that want to stay on for the recruiting deck, great. If you don't have time, I want to be sure to honor your time and thank you for being part of Help Us Grow and being supportive to help us grow. So I'm going to start sharing the deck. Herb, go ahead.
Well, let me ask, Emmanuel, I threw my name in the hat for going on site at Bullitt County. Do you still need me or did you get people?
Well, we got someone for the Mount Washington sections. They're still working on somebody for the other one for Old Mill. So there was a student who was in Dr. Sheffield's class who was interested. So we've been going back and forth a little bit. So that's a maybe. So, but I think, Herb, that I really appreciate it, but I think that those on-site slots conflict with your tutoring.
They do.
Yeah, so I think that would probably be better just to stick with that. And then hopefully the student will work out. I know they're also working on it on their end. The reading specialist is working with their volunteer coordinator, trying to find somebody for the Old Mill one.
So this is a great inroad to the fact H.U.G's hiring. So if you want a job and you want to go into the schools and be an on-site H.U.G specialist, it's available to you. So we have some opening slots and you go into the school. John's still here. He calls himself the senior iPad schlepper. John will show you what you're supposed to do. And senior iPad schlepper, I don't know. We have to come up with a better name, but he likes that.
I
But
love it.
if you want just a really quick, easy job, you go into the school, you get everyone set up on their iPads. John will show you how, and then you pass out Be the Difference stickers and you pass out the mints to the kids. You're just there to give tech support to the kids, and John will be sure that you know how. Some people are a little bit worried about connectivity or Wi-Fi. We have hotspot boxes provided from AT&T to make sure everyone's connected. So if you need like a really part-time job, I think we paid $25 an hour to be an iPad person or an on-site specialist. So if you want to explore that role anymore, please sign up on the chat and we'll talk to you more about that.
Janine, do you want me to put the flyer in the chat so anybody who wants it can download it?
Yeah, that sounds fabulous. Thanks for that. Okay, great. Any more questions before we go to the recruiting deck? And if you don't want to be part of the recruiting slideshow, please feel free to go ahead and sign off. But we're really thankful that you're all here. And I want to use your time as well as we can. So it's totally up to you. Thank you if you're staying, and thank you if you're going. All right, I'm going to flash up the deck. Okay, does everyone that wants to see the deck see in the deck? Oh,
Yes.
Okay, great. So this is our mission statement. We're a free, engaging reading program that wants to develop character and enable students to grow into self-sustaining learners. So we don't build curriculum, we buy curriculum, we implement curriculum that's already approved. It's black and white. It's a very seamless, easy system. We also have a character development component, which is called Be the Difference. And so we have a core value that we share with the kids every single month, and that goes along with the stickers. So for example, Be Courageous is in January. It's also Martin Luther King's birthday, and he was a very courageous man. So we talk about how being courageous can really be the difference in your community. And then these are the H.U.G impact reports. These are the highlights. the thing that I'd like to draw your attention to is that the overall experience is 4.5 in H.U.G volunteers, and it's 4.2 in college students, and that we give out 400 books a year, and we've given out about $2,000 worth of gift cards. And then also in the engagement process, 4.5 students are highly engaged. The other thing that I'd like to point out is that on average, our kids learn 2.3 words per hour. That doesn't sound like a significant amount, but for the national studies, they are expected to learn that many words per week. And so just learning that many words per hour really elevates their national test scores. And then they also retain them very well, just because of that safety mechanism and bonding mechanism that we've built for them. So low literacy impacts everything and everyone. This is why we H.U.G, is because literacy impacts everything. I mean, absolutely everything. So the educational literacy, 50% of Americans read at 6th grade level. That's not sustainable. You can't pass your driver's test and you can't fill out a resume when you read at 6th grade level. So that's why it's so imperative that 50% of Americans that can read help the 50% of the Americans that read at 6th grade level. And we want to break that barrier of anxiety. So we want to just say, hey, come on, we know it's tough. We're going to help you. We're going to figure out how, if we can't help you, we're going to get you someone that can help you, because literacy, low literacy impacts health literacy. So imagine if you're a parent and you're reading at 6th grade level and you do not understand the prescription drugs and how to take them. So many people have issues, like, for example, a very high executive at Humana, she has studies, examples showing that people taking insulin forgot their insulin, misdiagnosed how much to take, didn't follow the directions, and winded up in the emergency room. So if we help people just understand the prescriptions and read better, that we decrease emergency rates for taking the wrong kind of medicine or overdosing in that medicine. Financial literacy, all of that is prepared at a 12th grade level. So whenever the financial institutions talk about a 401k or loans, it's at a 5th grade level. If we're reading at a 6th grade level, we can't partake in that conversation. Mental health literacy is huge. And so imagine if we take away anxiety. Imagine if we help people with social isolation and depression. We can really impact all of the social determinants just by elevating literacy. So when you're sharing this slide with someone, really dive into all these little metrics that we have on this slide. So who do we H.U.G? So we have why we H.U.G, and now we have who do we H.U.G? We H.U.G elementary school students, college students, seniors, and corporate volunteerism. So what we've done is that for the past 10 years, we've really helped the elementary school students, but inadvertently, we've also started helping the college students. So we have field service hours, and we run about 60 to 70 educational students from U of L, from Spalding, and USF. USF is actually our data team department. They run all of our analytics. And then UCF is coming online, and we'll give them a really high pillar to take part in as well. So we're really making a lot of crossroads in college students. We're also on Handshake at 200 schools. So right now we're going to focus on college students in Boston and get them started. College students at USF, UCF to get them started. This is also the year of seniors. We want to include all of our seniors. We call them the silver tsunamis. They are a great labor force. They have the time and they have the wisdom. So we're really going to focus on our seniors to get them involved. We're going to create some H.U.G hubs around different markets. Kentucky is an easy one, as well as Florida. So you'll see some advertisements for that. Corporate volunteerism. Kroger is a big supporter. Chase Bank's a big supporter. First Republic's a big supporter. All of these people, Humana, they all have volunteerism there in their corporate sector. So what are the benefits of volunteering? Helping a child in lifting his literacy, bonding and mentoring. You find a passion and a purpose, and you add value to community. So some people fill their times with playing different sports, which is great, but I strongly urge someone to say, can you just give us an hour a week or an hour every other week? It's really going to make a difference. You could become a HUG team member, and you could get many buddies, as you see on this conversation right here. We increase happiness, increase companionship, increase wellness, and really reduce the prison to pipeline. So not many people know this, or possibly you do, that if you're not reading on grade level in 3rd grade, your chances of going to prison are really, really elevated. The prison industry actually calculates from that 3rd grade reading score how many beds they're going to need when the children graduate. And so everyone's, people say that, well, that's the school, and why aren't the teachers and everything? And it's like, the teachers are overwhelmed. The parents are overwhelmed. Let's just get together, be unified with the prescriptive program to really lift literacy. So we want to take all of that overwhelmness out of the hands of the family, out of the hands of the teachers, and say, let's just do this 1 hour a week. It could help the person with a passion in a person, and make a big difference. So the time commitment's easy, seamless. It's 1 hour a week. If you have trouble with your 1 hour a week, get a friend, build a group. HUG is better with friends. So you could become a HUG champion. You could enlist all your friends. You could enlist your mother, your aunt, your uncle. You could all share a student. It doesn't have to be a one-on-one. It could be, you could build a group of people, be a HUG champion, and advertise HUG and get your group together. The group sessions are always available to us. So you just send us your group, email, name, phone number, and we'll tailor that session to your group. If by chance you're just an individual that wants to be part of HUG, you just go to the HUG reading program, you click on our website and say, I want to be a tutor. And then you'll be guided through emails to go to a training session. These are all of our HUG opportunities that are available to you right now to sign up for. And oh, by the way, we have 40 committed tutors and 130 committed students. So we're really looking to add more tutors before September 11th. It's easy, it's seamless. The HUG office does all the navigation. We send you a Zoom link. We send you a Google Classroom code. It's very prescriptive. You just have to follow the directions. We have an online specialist that navigates the Zoom room. So if you need help in your classroom with your student, you push ask for help, and that online specialist can come into your private breakout room with your student and offer suggestions. So there's always observation and availability for help. This is the same. It's like you can be the difference. And then these are just more content. This is the call to action slide that you can really share with your family members to build your group. And then that's it. So I will send this deck to all the people that want it in the chat. So I'm going to stop there with questions. No questions. You want to hear a joke? You want to hear another joke? Just kidding. Is everyone good? Is there anything that you'd like to talk about before we sign off for the day? Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. It's just a big passion in my heart to help literacy. It would be great to see the change happen as we are changing ourselves. So thank you for being the difference. Thanks for sharing your time with me. And we would love. Okay, Margie, I'm going to give you that deck for sure. And just ask all your friends and neighbors to join us. So thank you, everyone. And Kaylin, I'm going to ask you please to make sure that that chat gets distributed and all the right people get the right information. Okay.
And so I'm sorry, one more question. So I discovered this program at the Humana DEI event last week. So I'm loving it so far. So I've not had an opportunity to connect, just got the invite for today. So if I want to actually sign up to be a tutor, you said just go to the HUG reading program. website and do the request there? Okay.
Yes, that would be the best if you're a sole, volunteer that you could
Yeah.
do 1 hour a week. But if you don't feel like you can do 1 hour a week, get a buddy and share a screen.
Yeah, it should be no problem. I've actually been texting a couple of people during the session, so. So yeah, so hopefully and that's why I was asking for the deck. I did look at my calendar, and as far as the Tuesday, Thursday times go, I don't have availability until later in the month to actually complete the training, but I also want to be respectful of time and not ask for a special session if it's just for me before that time. So
No, you can ask for a special session. We need all the people we can get. So we'll make that session happen for you. So whenever it's available for your schedule, we're going to be here for you.
okay,
We have a whole bunch of people that can help train.
okay, perfect. Okay, well, thank you for your time.
Ruth has a question.
Yeah, I just wanted to add, when you go on to the website to Line, the sessions are booked out all the way through the end of September right now. So if you know that you're going to be available more at the end of August, you can go ahead and sign up for a later session.
Okay.
If that meets your schedule.
Okay.
I think she just said that Tuesday and Thursday doesn't really work for her. So she might need a special session.
Okay.
Yeah, it will, but it's much later. I've already got commitments for that 11 and 1 o'clock time frame. So it eventually will, but just in case you guys were wanting to add one more to the roster sooner.
We definitely do. So maybe you and Ruth could get together and decide what time works for you guys.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my email should be in there. Also, I put my email in the chat earlier, so it's just trainer@hugreading.org.
Oh, I got that already. Okay, perfect. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Margie. Herb, you had a question?
I just want you to know I'm not sick. I can behave. So I'm gonna leave on that one.
Okay. Herb, I'm going to give you a whole list of jokes. You can be our jokester and announce the educational joke of the month. So we're going to give you a task to share those jokes.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, you got one?
Yeah, what's similarity of an island and the letter T?
Hang on. Tell me that again. An island and the letter T?
Yeah.
Okay. Similar.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
They're both in the middle of water. Think of the spelling.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
That's a good one. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
you,
for being part of
everybody.
Hug. We appreciate it.
Bye.
John, I'll stay on
Thank
with you.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. That was the best open house ever. So thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
We're going to stay on. We have a few office members that just want to continue on, but you're welcome to stay if you want. But John, you have a question? I can't hear you.
Sorry.
That's okay.
JCPS specific questions. Their policy, I don't remember their policy on taking pictures of the kids. What can we do? What can we can't do?
So if we have a parent on consent on pictures, the parents give us consent to publish their pictures. It's in
Okay,
our consent.
And is that part of the consent form that they sign for HUG?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's easy.
Yeah.
And further down in the weeds, who's doing the Be the Difference? Do you want the on-site person to do the Be the Difference, or because we had some discussion last year about the on-site person or having their individual tutor do that once they log on with them?
So the on-site specialist delivers the sticker and doesn't take up time with that. They just deliver the sticker.
Oh,
The
okay.
on-site specialist needs to determine if the stickers should be delivered before or after.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes the on-site specialists say the kids play with the stickers and they, it's like stuff happens. So they might want to deliver the stickers with the mints as the kids are exiting. So that's an on-site specialist choice.
Okay.
But then the tutors will always have that document right up front discussing be the
Be
difference.
the- Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I got.
Good
Thank you.
questions. Yep. Okay. Anything else? You good?
I'm
Thank
all
you.
set. Okay, well, thank you, guys.
All right. All right. Thanks,
Thank you.
John. Thanks
See
for
you
everything.
later.
Okay. Bye-bye. Okay. Anyone have any other questions? No? And there's someone on an iPhone. Do you have any question or someone on just the cell phone? Yeah, Maria's here to speak Spanish, so I wish I knew that. I should take Rosetta Stone. Is everyone good, Maria? Are they good? Yeah. Okay. Well, everyone, thank you for such a successful open house. Best one yet. We're going to keep growing. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day and hug team.
everybody.
I'm always on email, cell phone, all that. So text message me anytime. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Nina.